the Game University and creator of the Radical Self-Expert Method, the fastest, simplest 7-step method to discover how to be your true self, change your life now, and be happy today the easy way. So there's some things that we can learn from Anthony Weiner, and if those of you who aren't in America, Anthony Weiner is this congressman who was like texting, I think is what it's called. Well, sending like dirty messages, SMS messages to like young chicks, right? And everybody's like coming down on him and stuff, and I'm not going to get into the deets of him doing that because like he's married and his wife was pregnant and he was kicked out of Congress, well, he wasn't kicked out, he resigned, and all this stuff, okay? Not the deets of what he did, and not about like infidelity, whether it's cheating, like that's between him and his wife, right? I'm not even dealing with that stuff. But what I want to talk about really is, or what I think is remarkable, is despite repeated efforts, like, in this latest sex texting scandal, despite repeated efforts for him to withdraw from the race, or, death threats, his campaign manager resigned, he drops in the polls to from first to fourth, he continues, right, on course to push to become the mayor of New York. Now, I'm not from New York, I'm a California girl, and in fact, I live in Europe, so, this doesn't really impact me, but it really resonated with me, not the sex texting part, but it really resonated with me because so many times, myself obviously included, we are so worried about being found out, or that someone from our past will come out of the woodworks to destroy everything we built, right? All of our labor, that someone's just gonna pop up from our past, and we keep ourselves small. It's because of our past mistakes or our past failures, or those moments that we sent messages or emails or did something where we're just like, oh God, why did I do that? If anyone found out, right? Those things, so many times we're worried about that, right? And so that worry about being found out, right? It keeps us small and limited. And we're so busy apologizing and making amends for our past mistakes and, all of the stuff that we did, as we go through life and living, that we forget that there's a lot of life and living left to be lived, right? I know, for me, there's no hell or there's no prison worse than self-judgment. And, I know that for my mistakes and my errors, I just beat myself up. Well, I used to just beat myself up and oh my God, what if, and what, and all that kind of stuff, right? And we keep ourselves small because we don't want people to find us out. We don't want people to know that we did some stupid stuff, that we acted inappropriately, that we just did things that, we're just like, I call them cringe moments, or oh my God, oh God, those kind of moments, right? And so we essentially stop living because we know that there's something greater for us, but we're afraid to sort of step out into the world and share our gifts and our talents, whatever those may be, because somebody might come up from our past or from hell yesterday and be like, well, what Tiffany did, or what Ann did, or whatever your name is, we're just like, oh God, I don't want anybody to know, so I'm just going to go in this corner and keep my life really small, and hopefully no one can see me and everything else, right? We just essentially stop living and keep ourselves small. So how many of you have engaged in some embarrassing text or inappropriate behavior, or and you're just beating yourself up for days and months and weeks, and in my case for years beating myself up? It's almost like you've sentenced yourself to a life of less than, right? You're like, okay, so back when I did this, I'm going to forever, you're just punishing yourself because you know that there's something greater, but there's this fear that you're going to be found out, because so-and-so knows what you did, oh my God, right? And here's the thing, we've all made mistakes. Hell, I made mistakes yesterday, right? Some of us repeated those mistakes, as the case with Anthony Weiner, or hell with me, and with social media, right? It's even worse because people have they can have an all access pass to your dirt, right? You're like, oh damn, it's gonna be posted on Facebook. It's proof. You get a screenshot, right? It's just damn, right? Well, so what? There's a lot of life and living yet to live, and we get to choose, right? We get to choose if we want to limit ourselves based upon our mistakes, or if we want to go, you know, I did that. Like Anthony Weiner, like he sent those text messages back in 2011, and he came back and was like, okay, now I'm going to run for mayor. And he was like, and he still sent text messages, right? And he's like, and I'm still not running out of the race. Now, whether you agree or disagree, or you think he's like a horrible person or not, like that's not even the issue. It's just really about like not allowing all of the crap that we do in an effort to try to get our needs met, whatever those needs are and however that shows up, to hold us back and keep us small-minded and living small lives. There's a wonderful quote by Johnny Cash. And it says, you build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past. You don't try to forget the mistakes, but you don't dwell on it. You don't let it have any energy or any of your time or any of your space, right? And he knows because like he was like a drug addict, right? So many of us, you know, and as I said, in attempts to get our needs met, like we, whatever those are, right? Because needs are different, right, for everyone. You know, we've done crazy things. We've said crazy things. We've acted inappropriately. We're praying that no one has video footage, right? Of this, or screenshots of the stuff we did, right? I mean, it's you know, we're all just trying to get our needs met. And those things, those mistakes and, you know, errors in judgment or, you know, maybe unwise things, you know, it doesn't make you a bad person, and it doesn't condemn you to a life of being less than who you are. It doesn't dim your light, right? You're not condemned to like wear the scarlet letter for the rest of your life. You know, we do the best we can with what we have, you know, and in those moments, I mean, that's all you can do. And we all have skeletons. Nobody's immune. And, you know, who doesn't? And that fear of being judged, well, hell, they're going to judge you anyway. So, like, so what, right? You're probably judging me right now. I get judged for all kinds of stuff. People judge me because they say I smile too much, because I say yay all the time, for how I look, for what is or isn't on my Facebook, for who I am or who isn't a friend on Facebook. I mean, it's like endless, right? The list is endless of all the judgments I get hurled at me every single freaking day. And I can either lay down and receive those things as true, right, and like shut my business down and go crawl in a hole or something, or I can empower others and share, you know, what my truth is in hopes that it gives others permission to do the same, right? And yeah, I can say, well, I can be all of those things. So when I'm attacked, and it's pretty regular, it's not regular, but you know, there are people who can be vicious, and they'll make stuff up, they'll manufacture stuff. I mean, it's incredible the lengths that some people will go to. You know, I can say that, you know, I can be all of those things that those people are projecting onto me, because it's not even about me, right? I can be those things if I choose them, but I don't choose that, yeah? And you don't have to either. So, you know, despite Anthony Weiner's shortcomings, like he's like, yep, I messed up once, and yep, I messed up again, and yep, I'm staying in the race, we can do the same, right? I mean, the whole ethical infidelity, like all that stuff aside, just looking at the fact that he's like, yeah, I screwed up, and I screwed up again, and I screwed up again, and I'm still staying in the race, right? I just want you to be, or I want you to choose to be the light that you be. I give you permission. Like, so even if you don't give yourself permission, I give you permission, as well as giving myself permission in this moment to forgive my mistakes, to forgive my shortcomings, all of my cringe moments, oh my God, please don't tell moments, like all of that stuff. I give you permission to release that. So I want you to do this with me, and I'll post this below this video. So to all, and let me also add that all of those people who want to come after you, that's so about them. Like, what does that say about them that they want to come after you? One, that, I mean, it's like, you're important enough for them to want to come after, because like really if they focused all that attention on their own lives, maybe they'd be happier and they wouldn't have to come after you, because happy people don't have to go after other people. See? Okay, so to all of those people who are haters, or you know, all of that stuff, all of those yucky energy nayer people, right? And even that yucky nayer that's inside of you, right? Who want to out you, right? We're going to forgive them. We're going to make a choice right now to release them, and we're going to release you. So here's what I want you to do with me right now. And below, like, repeat this with me. I wish you well. I wish you away with tons of yay. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now, the I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you comes from the Ho'oponopono. It's like a way of, it's like this awesome thing of forgiveness that originated in Hawaii. It's really cool, and it works. So let's do this again. Ready? I wish you well. I wish you away with tons of yay. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So I want you to say that 5 times and feel the energy shift. In your mind's eye, see all of that energy of yuckiness, all the worry about being outed, all of your past mistakes, all of the things that you've done to try to get your needs met, however that shows up for you, and watch it like go into a twister, right? Like a tornado or, a cyclone, something. See that energy go away. Cool? And it's gone. And then give me a big ass yay. Okay, so if you found value in this video, please feel free. Share the yay by liking, tweeting, posting, on your Facebook, whatever. And I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment or an aha or something below this video. So big yay for that. This is Tiffany Jameson Vanderlack sending radical yay your way. Bye.